With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independent Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independent Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Hillspring Church in Sand Springs, we'd like to invite you to join us for one of our worship services, Sunday morning at 10 a.m. at the Charles Page High School Auditorium.
You can worship with us online at our website, hillspring.tv, our YouTube channel, or on Facebook Live.
We offer exciting programs for kids of all ages and a fun family atmosphere where it's easy to connect and find a place to belong.
Join us this Sunday. We'll save you a seat.
Hillspring Church, making a difference together.
For a lot of people with a fear of their credit score and wanting a new or used car loan, this is the last place that one wants to be. Well, at Western Sun Federal Credit Union, a marginal credit score doesn't necessarily mean no. In fact, they have a terrific record of getting members approved, and all it requires is this. Give Western Sun a look for low rates and a fast response. I doubt you'll be disappointed. WSFCU.com.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
No matter what comes our way, we'll always put you first. You're more than a patient. You're someone we care about. And we're working hard every day to keep you safe and continue to give you the best care so you can feel comfortable here. Not because Stillwater Medical is a healthcare provider, but because we're your provider. And we're ready to see you and serve you right here at home.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Feel safe and secure with Arlo Wireless Outdoor Camera, available at Pioneer. Arlo offers top-notch protection with crystal clear video quality, rain or shine. Monitor your home from anywhere with remote smartphone access. Whether you're at home or on the go, Arlo keeps you connected to what matters most. Trust Arlo and Pioneer to keep your home safe and secure. Visit gopioneer.com to get your Arlo wireless cameras today.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow, today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
For more than We welcome you back to the Bank of Oklahoma Center in downtown Tulsa. Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson along with you. Game number 4 of the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions presented by Quick Trip. Our Booker T. Washington Hornets taking on the OK Mustangs today. And Tony, we've already seen a lot of good basketball in the first 3 rounds today, and this game we expect to be no different.
Well, we know it doesn't. I'm going to predict that the team in the orange wins, Grant.
Yeah.
I'm going out on a limb, but I'm going to tell you these OK Mustangs, Class A, defending state champions, and they are led by their superstar shooter, Diesel Davis. He's the highlight person in your press guide.
Sure.
And that kid, he was open before he left his house this morning, and he'll shoot it from anywhere. In this Mustangs group, they're no stranger to tough competition. I believe they were here last year as well.
Right.
And they're going to get after the Hornets today.
There's enough orange to trigger every Sooner fan within 50 miles of here, the way it looks today.
For sure.
Booker T, of course, ready in their home white with the orange numbers and the orange trim, and we're just about ready for some basketball this morning. Thank you for being with us as we bring you all of the action all day long here on Squirtle TV. Tyler Kurtz, our producer today. He and Mallory are taking care of us, and Adam Dieselhorse around here somewhere. So we've got the whole crew here today.
He's a busy man, Grant. He's probably on his way back to Oklahoma City. He left it in capable hands.
He did.
You're here.
Well, I don't know about
we got one game left, don't we? We're done after this. We get to be spectators.
You and I are done for the morning session, and I may go take a nap. So
I'll probably stay and watch. Nothing else to do.
Opening tip coming as Booker T. Washington moving left to right on your screen, or right to left. Okay. Moving left to right here, and we're ready to go. Opening tip is going to be handled by Diesel Davis and OK. They're not just OK, they're great.
Well, they better be able to handle pressure because it's going to appear that Booker T's guarding them about every step of the way. See that little body bump there. And Grant, one of these things, and got great officiating crews, but, you know, Class A and B games are officiated a little bit differently than 5A, 6A games.
Yes, they are, for sure. Out of the backcourt, Jock Mitchell for Booker T. Washington. He'll work it down to the right corner. 3-point shots on the way it in for Isaac Sanders. And that's the first bucket of the ball game, Tony, is OK will look to take it the other direction here.
Yeah, right out of the gate, got that corner three to fall.
Eli Brown, of course, the head coach of the Booker T. Washington Hornets. Chad Clark, head coach of the OK Mustangs. 7:19 left to play. A missed shot for the Mustangs, and Booker T taking it the other direction. Into the front court. 2-pointer on the way and in for Jamari Simpson. And the Mustangs look to try to do something with it here. Chase Clark with the basketball. Clark down to the corner, finds an open man in Austin Jones. Jones with a quick bounce pass inside. Running along that baseline. Here come the Mustangs, and a 2-pointer on the way and in for Bryson Parnell.
Yeah, nice move there by Parnell. Had a little spin to get it to go.
5-2 our score. Booker T by 3. Long shot on the way and in, a 3-pointer. Good for BJ Harris, I'm sorry, and Booker T now goes up 8-2.
It's a flurry.
Coming up at halftime, our halftime guest will be Joe Deere, tribal counselor from Cherokee Nation. We'll check in with him, and he's also Mr. Booker T. Washington, member of their Hall of Fame.
Indeed.
Long threes on the way and in for Chase Clark.
Coach's son.
8-5 our score. Into the front court. John Mitchell has the basketball. Out around the perimeter. He'll get a quick handoff back over to Jamari Simpson. Simpson backing it over to an open teammate in Isaac Sanders. Sanders with a quick pass back over to Mason Matulis. Here's a shot for three. It's off the rim and no good.
Booker T finally missed one from three. It made their first two.
Parnell back over to Chase Clark. Clark out between the keys, works around the perimeter. Slings it back over to Bryson Parnell, driving out of the corner. Parnell in traffic, trying to find somebody. There's Diesel Davis. His shot for three on the way and in. He nails it from long range.
Told you.
5:16 to play here. Long three won't fall. Back the other direction. Here comes OK. Clark with the basketball. Out at midcourt. Trying to get around the Hornet defender here. Under 5 minutes, and they'll sling the basketball over to an open player. Driving inside, Parnell throws it away. Finds Clark, top of the arc. Back over to Diesel Davis.
He's liable to shoot it from that BLK logo over there, Grant.
4:38 left to play on a dreary day in Green Country. Just got an alert on my phone that they issued a fog advisory. Long three-pointer.
I tried to tell you, people.
You did.
Listen and listen, listen. I've seen him for 3 years. The kid is unbelievable. He'll shoot it in your face. He'll shoot it around you. He'll shoot it over you. He'll shoot it through you.
At you, whatever.
Whatever you can come up with. Did you see the reaction of the whole crowd over there on the other side?
I did.
Oh, and then you missed the free throw.
Well, win some, you lose some.
Some get rained out today, right?
Yeah, I was talking about the fact that it's so dreary and foggy outside, but it's nice and warm in here.
Yeah.
Unless you're Tony and cold-natured.
I am that.
3-point shot coming. It's over the rim and no good for Booker T, or for Ryland Burke for OK. Back the other direction. Here come the Hornets. They try to go to the hoop. The basketball thrown out of bounds and out of play, and it will belong to OK.
It didn't take BJ Harris to stay out of the game long for Booker T. He comes in for Isaac Sanders. This game is definitely an up and down pace. You're going to see probably the depth of the Booker T bench eventually. But Diesel Davis.
Here comes OK and the Mustangs.
Nice pass.
And now Clark down to the right side, giving it back off to an open teammate, Ryland Burke.
Tell you what, Coach Chad Clark, he implores his guys to shoot the basketball. That's been their MO, to get up and down. Okay, with a 3-point lead, 13-10.
3:23 left to go here into the front court. Jock Mitchell for Booker T. Washington. Out around the perimeter, quick handoff. He'll give it off to Jamari Simpson. Simpson back over to Mitchell. Now to the left wing, 3-point shots on the way in. Tied at 13, 3 minutes left to go.
It's raining inside the arena, too. It's called three-pointers.
Well, and maybe a roof leak. We're not sure.
Or both.
Diesel Davis back over to the left wing. Long three for Ryland Burke won't go. Davis comes up with it again, and again from long range. Misses that one, but it was close. 2:30 left to go here. First quarter action. 3-point shot won't fall for the Hornets and Jamari Simpson. Now the whistle blows, and we've got a timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:29 left to play, tied at 13. Booker T and OK. This is the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
For more than a century, you have made St. Mary's your healthcare choice. It might be our dedication, compassion, and skill, or the personalized patient experience. Perhaps it is our award-winning, high-quality care. Whatever your reason, you trust St. Mary's will offer advanced technology and comprehensive care close to home. Learn more about our services at stmarysregional.com.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom.
Back here at the BOK Center in Tulsa, Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson along with you as we bring you live action from the Tournament of Champions all day long.
I'm going to say something that somebody's going to go, you just need to shut up because you don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Diesel Davis reminds me of Trey Young in high school shooting the basketball. I mean, that's he shoots it from anywhere, and it doesn't matter how close you are. I mean, he is like watching Trey Young shoot a basketball. May not be as good, but it's very similar.
Chase Clark out between the keys. Closely guarded by B.J. Harris. Clark out around the perimeter, finding an open teammate in Diesel Davis. Davis driving. Backed out toward the time stride. Now he'll work it left side to Clark. Or Burke, I'm sorry. And now a travel call. Minute 52 left to go in the first quarter. Tied at 13, the Booker T. Washington Hornets and the OK Mustangs here in opening round action of the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions. Bounce pass over to the corner. And now a three. Shots off the glass, no good. Stick backs up and in, though. Jock Mitchell in the right place at the right time, and he's able to tip it up and in.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody found Mitchell there to get a body on him, and he clear path to that layup.
Diesel Davis. That's Diesel with a Z, not like the fuel.
Like
getting it into an open teammate. 2 pointers off the glass, no good for Bryson Parnell.
Nice pass.
2 corners on the way and in for B.J. Harris. Minute left in the quarter. 17-13, Booker T's lead 4. And here comes OK. Diesel Davis driving out of the corner, giving it off to Parnell, now to Clark. Chase Clark with 40 seconds left to play, trying to decide what to do here.
It's a pretty tall task when B.J. Harris is standing in front of you.
Shots off the rim and no good. Rebound, Booker T. Back the other direction, a loose basketball as B.J. Harris couldn't quite get his hands on it to make a catch. And
if you like patience and set offenses, this game is not for you.
Right. Well, we may be changing plans here. Mayor of Tulsa may be our halftime interview. We'll see.
How about that?
Diesel Davis.
Is that the newly elected mayor?
New one. Not good times, but Monroe. Diesel Davis Top of the key, working, trying to find an open teammate. Long three. Off the rim and no good. And we have come to the end of the first quarter. Take a quick break and be back right after this. Our score, Booker T 17, OK 13. This is the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allowing us to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationship. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
Day in and
Welcome back to the 59th Annual Tournament of Champions presented by Quick Trip. Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson, along with you today. Fresh new 8 minutes put on the clock for the second quarter of play. Glad you're here as we have a barn burner in the making between Booker T and OK today.
That 8 minutes went very quickly.
I have a feeling this one's going to as well. Jock Mitchell will have the inbound pass for the Booker T Washington Hornets, and we are back to action. Inbound throw coming to Isaac Sanders. Sanders with a quick pass and a slam dunk. Slam and jam for Jock Mitchell there. And it's 19-13. There's your way to start out a quarter.
Yep, little alley-oop backdoor pick there.
Davis back up top, bringing it back over to Chase Clark. Clark down in the paint to Bryson Parnell. His shot for two won't fall. Rebound, Mason Matulis. He goes coast to coast, and they try to set up a shot. It won't fall. Chase Clark back the other direction, puts it up. His shot won't go. So now we'll see if Booker T can make it stick. Up and under. That one won't go either. 19-13 our score. Diesel Davis out of the backcourt. His pocket picked, and the quick two on the way and in for B.J. Harris. 6:57 to play in the half.
Tell you, this pressure from this Hornet defense is causing OK a lot of problems.
Diesel Davis from the paint fires a two. His shot on the way and in. 21-15 our score. 3-pointers off the rim, nothing doing there. Coming up with it, Diesel Davis. Davis back in the paint. 2-point shot, won't fall. And now Isaac Sanders Trapper Walker pulling down the basketball. And now we've got a quick timeout by Booker T. Take it with him. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Tournament of Champions presented by Quick Trip on Squirtle.
day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and rangeland, minerals.
Back here in downtown Tulsa at the BOK Center, 21-18 our score. Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson along with you as we've got 6:19 left to go in the first half. And here come the Booker T Hornets. Jock Mitchell with the basketball, taking it out of the backcourt. He'll work at the top of the key. Out around the perimeter, getting a bounce pass back over to Jamari Simpson. His shot up, no good. Rebound, stick back won't fall, and now OK comes up with it. Chase Clark back over to Diesel Davis. Shot for three won't fall. Pulling down the rebound, Jamari Simpson. And now a setup for a shot that won't fall and won't go anywhere. Coming up with it, Isaac Sanders. Back out to the wing. Three-point shot won't go for Matulis. And now Isaac Sanders will put it up and in to make it a 5-point ball game. They're going to get a lot of touches on the basketball before they shoot it.
Oh, yeah.
Now a double-team defense. Diesel Davis having trouble penetrating there, and he's going to throw it in from the corner here. Long inbound throw to Trapper Walker.
It's quite a name.
It'll be on the Tournament of Champions all names team for sure. Over to the right wing, 3-point shots in and out, nothing happening there. Coming up with Jock Mitchell. Mitchell back over to the right wing to Matulis. Shots on the way, count the basket. He's going to the free throw line.
Tell you what, though, Grant, that three didn't go for Rylan Burke, number 33, for OK, but he did what they have to do today. And that's catch the ball in the shooting position. You hear coaches talk about that a lot. When you receive the pass, have your hands ready to go. He did, and that's why that shot got so far so quickly out of there.
5 minutes left to go in the first half. 25-18 our score. First free throw up and coming for Booker T. Washington. Mason Matulis.
Wasn't his dad the coach the last time we were here 2 years ago?
That sounds about right.
He played as a freshman, I believe.
Yep. Booker T's had some great basketball coaches over the years.
That they have. And basketball players.
That's right. Who's the one, I guess about 4 years ago? I'm drawing a complete blank. He was a college coach and had a son that was highly recruited. Conley Phipps.
Yeah. That might have been who that was.
He was a great coach for Booker T.
I think that's who it was.
Yep. Marcus Alexander, Chase Clark with the basketball. All these rosters run together at some point in the ball game. Back over to the open Austin Allen. Allen down low, finding Bryson Parnell. Parnell driving out of traffic, bringing it back up to an open teammate. Back over to Chase Clark. Clark with a bullet pass right side. Trapper Walker driving inside. And now a whistle blowing as Chase Clark was trying to drive through traffic there, and they'll call a foul.
You know, I was scanning through my program. We was talking about the great players of Booker T. And 1996 to 26th, 7th, and 8th at the Mabee Center. My Lions, all-tournament team, Ryan Humphrey. Think he was any good? BJ
slightly.
Tiger, Marcus Hill, those three.
Yeah. He made a little bit of Humphrey made a little bit of noise, didn't he?
My guy Harlan, though, he had 73 points through his 3 games here at the TOC.
That's our boy that was sitting next to you earlier.
Yeah, right over there in the red headed.
Okay,
Yeah.
there he is.
Yeah.
2-point shots on the way and in for Bryson Parnell. When I say Lugnut knows everybody, he does. In the front court, Jamari Simpson, a player going to the ground in a charge call.
Nice job. Good positioning there by number 11, Riley Williams.
Bryson Parnell.
Wrong side, yeah, Bryson Parnell. Took the brunt of that one.
Glad I'm not the only one that does that. Oh,
I keep looking at orange.
Now we brought a mop out. Looks like we
Officials doing everything here.
Moisture.
No, I think that
cleaned
was
up
just.
here.
I think that was just from the perspiration of the player.
Yeah, moisture.
Once again.
Didn't say where it came from.
Touche.
Inbound pass coming in to Ryland Burke. He'll take it into the front court.
Oh, that's a flop. Ooh.
And now they're going to call a charge there, and Hornets will move it the other direction. Yeah, if you're a fan at all of Oklahoma high school basketball, you need to buy a program while you're here at the Tournament of Champions, because it has all the history. You know, back to when they were playing at the fairgrounds and playing at the Maybe Center, and now here. It's a pretty cool read. You'll see some familiar names for sure.
Most definitely.
Inbound throw given inside to Jot Mitchell. Just over 3 minutes left to play here. Up and under, a 2-point shot's on the way it in. Jot Mitchell makes it a 28-20 contest. Basketball almost thrown away, but coming up with it is Ryland Burke. Burke back over to Diesel Davis. Davis driving, double team. Basketball almost knocked loose, and now a timeout taken by OK, just ahead of a change there. 2:49 left to go. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this. You're watching the Tournament of Champions from Squirtle.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and rangeland, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
So you want to create your future.
Back here at the BOK Center, downtown Tulsa, Grant Merrill and Tony Wilson along with you with 2:49 left to go in the first half. Booker T. Washington leading OK and the Mustangs 28-20. Inbound throw coming as they'll give it inside to the open Bryson Parnell. His shot for 2 on the way and in. We'll have a couple of guests at halftime. I know Joe Deere is coming, and I believe he's bringing the newly elected mayor of Tulsa with him.
How about that?
That's the only Monroe I know. Here's a long 3. Unless they're raising former President James Monroe, I don't know of any others.
That would be a feat.
Down in the baseline, here come the OK Mustangs. 3-point shots on the way and good for Chase Clark. Up and under, 2-point shot won't fall, and a blocking foul called.
Coach Clark didn't like that one.
He brought those arms down emphatically.
He did.
Chase Clark's going to be charged with the foul, and that'll leave B.J. Harris back at the free throw line.
Yeah, his hips will hurt probably a little bit tonight from banging that one.
First free throw's on the way it in. Another one coming. Under 2 minutes to go here. .159 left to go here. Booker T's B.J. Harris with another free throw. Shot is up and in. 30-25 our score. Minute 57 left to play. Diesel Davis with the basketball, taking it into the paint. 2-pointer is on the way and in. 1:39 left to go here. Up front for the Hornets is B.J. Harris. Long 3 won't fall. Chase Clark out of the backcourt, bringing it back over to Bryson Parnell, and now the whistle blows, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 1:18 left to play here. 30-27 our score, a 3-point ball game. We'll take a break and be back right after this. You're watching the Tournament of Champions presented by Quick Trip on Squirtle.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
This is game time.
Hey, let's clear these two chairs here.
Okay.
We welcome you back. 1:18 left to play in this first half. Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson along with you. Booker T leading OK 30-27. Coming up at halftime, Tribal Councilor Joe Deere of the Cherokee Nation and Tulsa Mayor-elect Monroe Nichols will join us here in just a moment. Booker T with the basketball into the front court. 2-point shot on the way and in for L.J. Scott. And we've got 1 minute left to go in this first half. Hey, Monroe, good to see you. Back the other direction. Here comes OK. Bryson Parnell out around the perimeter, heading to get back off to Chase Clark. And now the basketball tipped out of bounds. OK will have it. Chase Clark sending it back into play here. They'll spread their offense and inbound throw given back inside to Bryson Parnell. Now Diesel for three. His shot won't fall. Stick backs up and in, though. 30 seconds left to play. 32-29 our score. Here come the Hornets. Jock Mitchell with the basketball. Out around the perimeter. Here's a quick handoff to Mason Matulis. Back over to B.J. Harris. Long three-pointer won't fall. 6 seconds left. OK with that much time to do something. Long half-court shot won't fall for Chase Clark, and the whistle blows with 0.4 of a second left.
Yeah, probably could have taken another dribble there.
Don't know that they'll have any time to do anything, but we'll see. Booker T with the inbound throw. B.J. Harris. And a two-point shot won't go. And we've come to the end of the first half. Our score, Booker T 32, OK 29. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching Squirtle TV.
This is game time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
In our business.
We welcome you back to the BOK Center. Grant Merrill along with you today. Tony Wilson in with us as well. And Booker T. Washington leading OK 32-29. Our pleasure to welcome Monroe Nichols.
Man, I'm glad to be here.
How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing real good. There's nothing like being able to skip out of the office for a little bit, watch a little high school basketball.
Now, I know that this has got to be a pretty cool thing for you to see in your city, the city that you've just taken over as mayor, and pretty good economy booster for the holidays for these for somebody like you to watch.
Absolutely, man. Hey, I'm looking down here. I'm seeing some kids who I'm probably gonna see playing college basketball sometime. So I get to say, hey, I knew him before.
Absolutely.
I knew him before.
You know, you aren't the only celebrity here today. Joe Deere's here.
I know. Joe's a bigger celebrity than I am.
You got to watch your company better, man. Porter Moser was here this morning, of course, watching his son play. We've seen Bill Self here a couple of times.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of big names coming here to this tournament, and it's really something that will just grow over the next couple of days. Now, you went to where for high school?
So I'm actually originally from Waco, Texas.
Okay.
And so I went to a school called Riker back in Waco, and actually Dr. Johnson, Ebony Johnson's daughter, played in the girls' game at Booker T. She's headed to Baylor next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I've been trading stories about how to navigate Waco, which is a different city than I grew up in a lot of ways, But yeah, I think Waco's probably got the biggest gang getting her and sending me up here.
Now, what's your biggest challenge as you take over City Hall here?
You know, I think there's a lot of things that are challenges. Everybody knows where we have our struggles and homelessness and things like that. But I think the big thing that I'm excited about are the things that we're going to be able to do for young people and their families. It's one of the reasons why I'm here today, because I want to, every time we got the opportunity to celebrate young people and the positive things they're doing, I want to be a part of it. So the Tournament of Champions is a great way to do it.
You know, there's no other way to say it, but I know that there's been kind of a bullseye on Tulsa Public Schools over the last couple of years, and coming from the state and some of our state officials. And I know that you're a guy that knows TPS is something to be proud of.
That's right. That's right. Like, that's one of the reasons, like I said, it's one of the reasons I'm here. There's so much more we need to be doing for young people and their families. And if we stop attacking educators and stop attacking those kids, and we focus on the things that are going to help get them in a better situation, whatever might be the challenges, the city's going to be better off. That's why it's a primary focus for me as mayor.
Well, I know that Christmas holidays have been good to most all of us, and you've got a lot of work ahead of you. What's your biggest priority here in the first quarter?
You know, it really has been. So we're making a lot of progress on homelessness and housing. So that's been something we got started on, and thinking about what kind of investments we need to make sure this is the safest big city in the country. And pretty soon we'll announce the creation of the Office of Children, Youth, and Families, as I talked about. And what's really cool, what I'm really excited about, we got Joe Deere here, is our partnership with our tribal nations. The fact that we are the largest city in the country that's all Indian reservation. I'm really excited about a new day where we not only partner, but we're co-governing this community to make sure this is a place where everybody, native, non-native, has a home, has somewhere they can be happy about, excited about, and proud of, and that's what we're doing right now.
All right. You're a big basketball fan. Are you a Baylor fan, having grown up in Waco?
I'm a TU guy, man.
That's
So
I'm
fine with Baylor, you know what I mean? But if they're on the court, my Golden Hurricane, man, they have to kick rocks.
Yeah, TU getting some big news. Of course, former Edison standout Savion Morrison coming home, and
that's right.
A lot of kids in this transfer portal realizing Tulsa's a great place to be.
Man, I was actually met Coach Lamb, football coach, a couple of nights ago, about a week ago, and he was there with some recruits over at Polo Grill, and I told one of the guys, Tulsa's the best place to win, man. So if you guys come here, you turn around, this community's going to embrace your ways. The other community will. There's nothing negative about college towns, but you come play in a city where an entire city is proud of you and behind you. That's what you can build at TU. I think that's what they're going to do.
Absolutely. Monroe, thank you for being with us.
Man, thank you.
Congratulations on becoming our next mayor.
Thank you, sir.
And be careful running around with these tribal counselors over here.
Hey, those my people, man. Those my people. I'm going to stick with them.
Well, I voted him into office, so
there you go. You're responsible for it.
I'm partially responsible for that.
There you go.
So anyway, thank you for being with us.
Absolutely,
Monroe Nichols, mayor of Tulsa. We'll take a quick 2-minute break and be right back.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
We welcome you back to the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. Halftime show continues. Thank you, Mallory, for helping us out. We've got one producer jumping on to help us here as we have our halftime break. Appreciate Mayor Monroe Nichols of Tulsa here for jumping in and being on the broadcast with us. And we go now to our tribal counselor for the Cherokee Nation, Joe Deere. And you're like the guest booker today for the broadcast.
The guest booker today. I mean, such an honor to have Monroe Nichols on here, our first black mayor of Tulsa.
Yes.
And, you know, what's really honorable for me is I've got to work with him at the House of Representatives, but him to actually not only talk about what he's doing, but he's showing actions, talking about tribal sovereignty in Tulsa, recognizing Creek Nation, Cherokee Nation, Osage Nation. And he's been a great partner and advocate for us. So I'm glad he's here. I'm glad to see him show up Turn of Champions. Well, you know, here at Cherokee Nation, we host that with Chief Hoskin and giving away $1,000 scholarships to three-point shooters and allowing these people, whether you're a 1A or a 6A school, to exhibit what they needed to for recruiters that are here to see that you could be a 2A player and still go forward. And I love it just to give these kids opportunity in a great facility with Mike Amberg and Taylor, the facility they have.
Absolutely. Well, I know that we've been calling you all morning Mr. Booker T. Washington. I mean, you're like Booker T's third cousin, as close as you are to this program and in their Hall of Fame. And it's good to see both the girls and the boys getting into this Tournament of Champions this year.
Yeah, you know, I represent that side. Being a councilman over the north side, it's sort of funny. I got a Wasso. Mm-hmm. I got Booker T. You got Madanati over there, Brian's son.
I know.
Which he's been a friend of mine for years. You know, I had Booker T, I got Iceman, but I got McLean with Willie Ponders. Sometimes when it goes to different things, they're like, oh, you're a Booker T guy. Yes, but my deal is I think about equality and sharing across all TPS and all schools to benefit everybody. Yes, I love Booker T, but at the end of the day, when it comes to money and finances, I'm going to support every school across the board, straight across the board. Everybody gets equal opportunity to move forward.
I think I've got an old Wasso hoodie if you want to change for the 8:30.
Yeah, if you have it, bring it tonight. Hey, we might have a special appearance tonight. My wife just finished surgery over Christmas, Thanksgiving, and we didn't get to do a lot during that time.
Right.
But she might make an appearance tonight.
Well, good. That'll be good to see. Well, I know that Cherokee Nation, a proud sponsor of our broadcast and proud sponsor of the Tournament of Champions, and you guys are all into these teams here and making sure that the Tulsa Public Schools have what they need to put this tournament on. So we thank you for that.
Yeah, you know what's even funnier is Lincoln Christian and Rejoice in those schools on my team. You got Mickey Mahalik over there, played for Bobby Knight. You got Rejoice. You got Lacey Ragsdale up in the stands here. Her sister leading that Lincoln Christian team to state championships.
Right.
I mean, when you come out here, you're not at a lack of talent at any way.
Absolutely. Well, your girls did great today. Your boys leading it by 3. This ought to be a great game between Booker T and OK, and I just appreciate you dropping by.
Well, I'm going with my Booker T guy. I was with Iceman yesterday. I just happened to swing by the campus. Iceman number 2. He was practicing. I was like, dude, you're the only guy in the gym, and it's 3 o'clock. I mean, like, that's what it's about.
Christmas Day, man.
Christmas Day, and he's in the gym swacking. So, but yeah, Grant, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for your staff
anytime,
and your producers.
Joe.
And
Thank
anytime you need guys anything, let me know. We'll appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Tell your wife hi.
I sure will.
And welcome to Edison Eagles.
Yes, sir. Joe Deere, of course, our tribal counselor for District 13 of the Cherokee Nation. Appreciate him dropping by. Appreciate him bringing Monroe Nichols, our mayor of Tulsa, by today. And we'll give Tony Wilson his headset back and get ready for the third quarter of action. And so OK will have the basketball as we work it back into play here, giving it back off to Bryson Parnell. Parnell trying to drive out of traffic, brings it back over to Ryland Burke. Burke back over to Chase Clark. Clark driving inside, up and under, a 2-point shot, missing, no good. Back the other direction. Mason Matulis up front, trying to find an open teammate in B.J. Harris. 3-point shot won't fall. And a turnaround stick back for Jamari Simpson is on the way and in. Well, Tony, that's kind of a hard act to follow for your headset there.
I'm not worried.
Got the mayor of Tulsa and Joe Deere, and now the mayor of Chandler.
Self-appointed.
Yeah, exactly. Into the front court. Shot won't fall for Jabari Simpson. You did run for office at one point, didn't you?
I've ran for a couple.
Okay. Ran for the Senate?
I did.
That's what I couldn't remember which office it was.
It was a good way for me to figure out another way to spend a $7,000 I didn't need.
You had my vote.
Thanks.
Even though I didn't live in your district, but
appreciate that.
Free throws up. No good, and he'll have another one coming. 34-29 our score. Next free throw's on the way. Shots off the rim, nothing doing there. .704 left to go in the third quarter. 34-29 our score.
That was nice of those gentlemen to stop by and visit.
Absolutely. Never know who's going to stop by the Squirtle microphone. Missed slam dunk attempt by Mason Matulis, and back the other way, Diesel Davis for OK. He'll bring it back over to Bryson Parnell. Parnell back down to the right wing, finding Ryland Burke. Burke back up to Diesel Davis. Davis in three-point range, kicking it back over to an open teammate. That's Bryson Parnell.
Good pass there by Davis.
34-31 our score. Back the other direction. Here come the Booker T. Washington Hornets. Jock Mitchell with the basketball. He'll work it back over to Mason Matulis. Now a turnover coming up with the Davis. Davis working it into the front court. Bounce pass. Back over into the hands of Bryson Parnell. Parnell back to Davis, driving through traffic, kicking it to the left wing. Three-point attempt won't fall for Chase Clark. Back the other direction. Here come the Hornets. Two-pointer hangs on the rim, falls through the hoop, and Mason Matulis had that one.
Yeah, good job, Matulis there, avoiding the contact.
Davis into the front court, guarded by Mitchell, working toward the left wing. Quick throw up top to Parnell. Parnell driving, outlet pass to the right wing. Three-point shot over the rim, nothing doing there. The Mustangs save it from going out of bounds, throwing it back in, but as Booker T got their hands on it, they stepped on the sideline.
Certainly did, and they'll go back to OK.
Talk about a ball game that's been up and down the floor. This is it. Inbound throw brought into Bryson Parnell. Back over to Chase Clark. Clark to Trapper Walker. Trapper out of the corner to Bryson Parnell. Basketball's loose and back over to Clark. 5 minutes left to play here. Clark driving, 2-point shots on the way it in. 36-33 our score. 4:55 left to go in the third quarter.
Good ball game.
Okay, this morning of action's gone by pretty quickly. Mason Matulis out around the corner, finding an open teammate. 2-point shots over the rim, no good for Jock Mitchell.
Nice.
Now a 2-pointer on the way in for Chase Clark. He went coast to coast, got the bucket. 36-35 our score, a 1-point game. Out around the perimeter, L.J. Scott. Up and under comes Mason Matulis. He gets his bucket there, and Booker T's out to the three-point lead.
Strong move there by Matulis to the rack.
Rylan Burke back in the ball game for Austin Jones. Booker T making a substitution as well. 4:12 left to go in the third quarter. Our score 38-35. From the wing, three-pointer. Won't fall for the Hornets of Booker T. Back the other direction, Bryson Parnell. Parnell finds Chase Clark. Clark dribbling at the top of the key, closely guarded. Working back up to Parnell. Back to Clark. Now down to the right corner. Three-point shot. Off the back iron, nothing doing there. Up and under, a two-pointer won't fall, and we've got a foul call.
Take a little body action there.
38-35 our score. And now at the free throw line, Isaac Sanders for Booker T. First free throw is up and coming. Shots on the way and in. Wow. Another one coming for Isaac Sanders. Next free throw's on its way in. He got it. 40-35 our score. Okay, headed the other direction. Rylan Burke back to Diesel Davis near side. Back over to the open Bryson Parnell. Parnell out of the corner dribbling. Closely guarded as he'll work it back up to Trapper Walker. Now to Chase Clark. And the legend, Todd Miller, has sauntered into the gymnasium here today.
Sauntered.
I don't see his lovely bride with him, though.
Yeah, I don't think she's coming today.
Yeah, she's been under the weather, so get well wishes to 3M. In the paint, 2 pointers off the rim, no good. Booker T will come up with it. Simpson back the other direction. Moving it left side, up and under. 2 pointers on the way and in. Count the basket. A foul called, and this is going to be on Trapper Walker. Back at the free throw line. B.J. Harris. This first one's up and coming. He makes it a 43-35 contest. Back the other direction. Here comes OK. Chase Clark back over to Bryson Parnell. 3-point shot for Diesel Davis on the way. A long-range missile, and he hits his target.
He's dazzler.
For sure. 2:13 left to play here. 43-38 our score. From the left wing. Shots on the way and in. B.J. Harris with that one. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left to go. Into the front court. Chase Clark with it. Right-handed dribble around the top of the key. He'll take it down in the paint. Kicking it left wing. Basketball slapped out of bounds. OK trying to make the case that it's theirs and see if the officials agree here. Diesel Davis will throw it back into play. Minute 45 left to go in this third quarter. Inbound throw given inside. Clark with it. driving inside. 2-point shots on the way it in. Minute 28 left to go. And now a 2-pointer on the way and in for Booker T. Chase Clark got it for okay, and Booker T answered. Diesel Davis with a 3. Another one off the rim, but back the other direction. Here comes Jock Mitchell. Mitchell feeding a man down low. 2-point shot won't fall to Jamari Simpson. Davis back the other direction. Now the basketball thrown that way and out of bounds.
Tried to get a little too cute with that one. Had a man on the opposite side. Didn't see him, wide open for a layup.
Minute 4 left to play here. Booker T with the basketball. So that will leave the Hornets to send it back into action here. Isaac Sanders will do the honors. He'll give it off to Jock Mitchell. Mitchell out of the backcourt, taking it top of the key, working at left wing. A drive inside. Matulis, his shot on the way in.
It's pretty tough.
He finds a path to the hoop and takes it more often than not. And that was steal for Isaac Sanders. His shot hangs on the rim. Won't fall. Matulis with the stick back. Shots on the way and in. 32 seconds left to go in this third quarter. 51-40. Booker T leading OK by 11.
Yeah, Coach Clark can't get to the end of the quarter quickly enough.
Into the front court. Diesel Davis. He's firing a shot there. It's on the way and in.
That dude's a cheat code, man.
He is, man. 11 seconds. That's a great way to put it. 2-pointers on the way and good for Jock Mitchell. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And now we've come to the end of the third quarter. Our score, Booker T. Washington 53, OK 42. Take a break and be back after this. This is the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
Looking to jumpstart your career affordably? Tri-County Tech is the place. Our award-winning school, powered by OK Career Tech, offers top-notch instructors and job placement support to help you secure your dream job. Join the workforce sooner with our programs, especially in high-demand fields like construction and healthcare. We provide quick and easy in-house financial assistance for most programs. With our new flexible year-round schedule for working adults, you can achieve your goals at your own pace. Classes start soon, so visit tricountytech.edu/adult and start your journey today.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing,
Welcome back. Fourth quarter of play coming at you here at the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. Grant Merrill, Tony Wilson along with you. Don't forget, Todd Miller will be in with you later this afternoon for Weatherford and Dale, and then Lincoln Christian girls action coming up with Doug Nelson. Day full of basketball here. 55-42. Diesel Davis with the basketball, trying to set up a shot for the Mustangs. Can't do it. Parnell comes up with the basketball, taking it into the paint. 2-point shot. Falls short. Won't go. Back the other direction. Booker T. Jock Mitchell out of the backcourt. He'll work it back over to Jamari Simpson. Simpson up and under. His shot for 2. Up and good. 57-42 our score. 7 minutes, 16 seconds left to play in the ball game. Booker T a little more dominating in the second half, Tony, and If you're
Yeah.
Coach Chad Clark, what do you do to try to narrow this deficit?
Well, first of all, you got to figure out somebody that'll step in front and try to take a charge on those drives to the basket. Booker T has just made their way through the paint to pick up easy shots, and you got to get some to go down for you, which they haven't had in a little bit for OK. But, really and truly, the whole answer to it is just the athleticism and depth that Booker T possesses.
Hornets have the basketball. Jock Mitchell coming out of the backcourt. Working across the time stripe. Hornets holding it at midcourt.
They're surrounded by legends now.
Got the full crew today for
Golly.
sure.
Mr. Doug Nelson in the house.
Isaac Sanders back over to Jock Mitchell. Back the other direction. Here comes OK. Diesel Davis with it. Now a turnover. Jock Mitchell coming up with it, heading into the front court, firing it two. His shot's on the way and in.
I would probably say, Grant, the last 6 shots that Booker T have made have been from off the glass, as there's a 3 that goes.
That one from long range on the way and in. 59-45 our score. Well, Doug and Todd will have the 4 o'clock game coming up later.
And the 5:30.
Well, that's true. Washington or Weatherford and Dale coming up. I've read so many of our man Hunter Shepard's Twitter posts. I just said Washington automatically when the W schools came up. Diesel Davis firing it two. His shot on the way and in. 61-47 our score.
I think he's an 80 today. Made his way to the Bertha Teague Classic.
Let me tell you something. For a guy that doesn't drive, that guy could travel the state more in one weekend than I will in a year. He's an awesome fella for sure. Now a charge called. And OK will have the basketball. It's an illegal screen on the Hornets.
Doug just got done getting back from over at Fort Smith with the Lady Bulldogs.
Taking a nice tour of the Marshall's Museum while you were there, or Judge Parker's Gallows. Diesel Davis back the other direction. Bounce pass back over to an open teammate. Austin Jones. Now a pass over to the right side. Clark with it. Out of the quarter, driving inside. 2-point shot. Off the rim, no good.
Good block.
4:50 left to go here. Back up front. 2-point shot won't fall. Stick back. Won't go either. Now the Hornets taking it the other direction. 3-pointer for Mason Matulis. Nothing doing there. And a stick back on the way it in for B.J. Harris. And we'll take a quick timeout. 4:30 left to play here. 63-47. Booker T with the lead from the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Brahms is bringing the heat. Introducing Brahms' new spicy chicken sandwiches. Flavor this good just can't be beat. Brahms' crispy, tender, spicy chicken delivers just enough kick to ramp up our original recipe. Get it regular or club style with crispy bacon and American cheese. Add on Brahms sauce for that extra burst of heat, and you have spicy chicken sandwich perfection, because nothing is better than Brahms.
Born and raised in Edmonton.
Back here at the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. Don't forget Lincoln Christian and Quinton coming up. Doug Nelson and Todd Miller will have that one. Dale and Weatherford coming up at 5:30. They'll have that one as well. And then the boys from Alva for the last two tonight. As, of course, that is Broken Arrow, Glenpool at 7 o'clock, and then Owasso and Wilson coming up in our nightcap at 8:30. Dustin Goodnow and Matt Adair for the call of those games. So we hope that you'll be with us all day long here on Squirtle. Into the front court. Parnell for two. His shot won't fall. Hornets take it the other direction. Harris back up top to Jamari Simpson. 4 minutes, 6 seconds left to play here. Jock Mitchell with the basketball. He'll work it back over to an open teammate. From the left wing, a three-pointer won't go for L.J. Scott. Parnell back the other direction. He'll work it over to Ryland Burke, and now we've got a whistle and a foul. So, lots of basketball to be played. Of course, we mentioned Doug Nelson and his Lincoln Christian girls just getting back from Fort Smith, where they came up short against the Northside Lady Bears in overtime. One of the premier girls teams in Arkansas. Diesel Davis out of the backcourt, working it back over to Chase Clark. Clark to Bryson Parnell. Parnell with a quick pass out into the backcourt. Everybody trying to chase it down. Yeah, I got to tell you something about Doug here. About 2 years ago, my daughter was playing on the Edison Lady Eagles softball team, and they came out to Lincoln Christian, and we got the whipping of a lifetime at the hands of the home team. But Doug and Crystal Campbell's daughter, Addie Love, were doing the ball game, and, of course, they treated Edison with as much excitement, down like 12-0 as they did for their home team. And for that, I will always be grateful, because that's the only game my daughter played in that was televised. And so we're very grateful for the hospitality y'all show over there, Doug. Up front, 2-point shots on the way and in for B.J. Harris. Okay, we'll take it the other way. Ryland Burke back over to the open Bryson Parnell.
Doug and I had the pleasure of doing the Class C state championship football game at UCO.
Really?
With Tipton and Timberlake.
Well, that was a good game to call.
It was a good game.
2:38 left to play. I got to do one Class C football game this year, the Winoka Railroaders.
Ben Buckland.
I had to help Ben turn his computer on that night. So, you know, somebody had to be there for technical assistance. So that's what you get when you and Ben own a radio station together. So
you've done a state championship game out there at Southern Nazarene.
We did. Yeah, we did a few years ago. That's for sure. Ben is Mr. Winoka. That is no doubt there. Here's a two-pointer on the way in for Isaac Sanders.
I wasn't really sure if Doug had fully recovered having to work with me, though. So, Grant, I'll tell you what, the effort these OK kids have given today has been nothing short of special. I mean, they've battled and battled and battled, but, again, just the athleticism, the pressure that Booker T applies constantly has just been a little bit too much for him today.
Minute 56 left to play here, and they have given their all right up until the end here. Riley Williams in for Booker T. He'll work it back over to Jamari Simpson. Now a three-pointer on the way.
That's what I told you earlier. I come in the game, I'm shooting. It's going in the air.
Minute 37 left to play here. 70-47 our score. Booker T leading OK.
It's really not indicative of how good of a game it was through about 3.5 quarters, right?
No, you're right about that. That's a very fair assessment. Blocking foul called here with a minute 23 left to go. You know, you got Doug doing his research down here, Todd Miller doing his research down here. We're going to be the most well-informed audience in the Oklahoma history tonight after these two get done with us on Squirtle today.
Doug had a slide scale out. He had everything out for that football game.
Well, I saw Todd Miller walk in with an abacus, so I'm not sure how he's planning on keeping stats tonight. 3-point shot won't fall back the other direction. Here comes Booker T from the wing. This one off the rim, nothing doing there for LJ Scott. And a minute left to go in this fourth quarter. Up and under, 2-point shot won't go. 55 seconds left to play. And now for Booker T, Riley Williams. Over to the left wing, 3-point shot won't go for Marcus Alexander. We are almost done with this one. 72-47, our score heading into the last half minute of this ball game. Appreciate all of our
substitutions.
Appreciate all of our fine sponsors like Western Sun Federal Credit Union, Rogers State University, Hill Spring Church, just to name a few.
Technical foul going to be assessed. 33 White's not in the book.
Well, that happens sometimes.
Sometimes it be like that.
No, he's not on our program because I made the program. But okay, that may have been a stretch. My wife made the program.
I was going to say, let's not.
I sat back and proofread.
Let's not forget where the credit should go here, Mr. Merrill.
Absolutely. Chase Clark back at the free throw line. The shot's up on the way and in. 72-49 our score. So they shoot that technical there, and here comes OK. Work it back into Chase Clark. Clark driving. He'll swing it back over to the open Diesel Davis. Davis double teamed. He'll crank it right wing. Now from 3-point range, shots off the rim and no good. 26 seconds left to play here.
About an hour intermission before the 4 o'clock game.
Okay, still playing with that intensity like it's a 3-point game, you know. Diesel Davis getting that shot there. 19 seconds left to play. Here comes Riley Williams. Back over to DJ Laster. Laster's shot won't fall, and back the other way comes OK. Davis, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Chase Clark throws it out at the buzzer, and we've come to the end of the ball game. Our final score, Booker T. Washington 72, OK 51. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. We'll be back in about an hour and a half or so as we'll have a 4 o'clock tip-off between Quinton and
Lincoln
Christian. Thank you for being with us today. Tony and I will see you tomorrow. You've been watching the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.